Hey y'all, Love Biscuit here. I'm really sorry that it's been a week since I brought you guys a commentary, but it's just, yeah, there's a reason. I'll tell you about it later. That's right, gotta keep you hanging. Anyways, this gameplay is actually atrocious. It is awful, it's stinky, it's just bad. But there is a reason for this. Number one, I haven't played multiplayer in such a long time. I've also had very little, want to play, as I've told you guys if you listen to my commentaries or, watch me on Twitter. Lately, it's just been a little hard. And so I got up this morning and played some Black Ops. Just put it in, turned it on, and this is what you get. So, but there is a reason that I was okay with showing you guys bad commentary. Today, it's like story time with Biscuit. I'm actually going to tell you guys about my suicidal cat. Now, I originally got her from my neighbor upstairs. She came home with this box of kittens, and they had just had their eyes open, and they were, apparently their mom hadn't been back to see him in 3 days or something, so she was worried about him. And basically what she did was she got up to leave, and she said, I knew you'd take care of him, and left. I'm not even kidding. So, I had this, need to take care of him. So, I got bottles and formula and things like that because they were still nursing. So every 3 hours I got up and took care of these kittens. And it was 2 little black ones and a calico one. And the calico one I had no plan to keep. My boyfriend and I were going to keep one of the black ones because he always wanted a black cat. And I already had a cat. So, yeah, we're a cat family. Anyways, so I was like, okay, not bad, okay. But then both of the black ones passed away. They did not make it. I couldn't save them, and, I felt awful about it. But, I was a 19-year-old kid. I mean, it was great that I kept one of them alive, I guess. But, yeah. So I was taking care of this cat and, doing a good job. And as soon as she started hard food, she actually started falling asleep with her face in her food. She would face plant and fall asleep. It was kind of cute. And I'm actually thinking about throwing in a few photos here and there in this commentary. We'll see if I do it or not. It is quite a bit of work. We'll see. But anyways, so let's see. To the suicide part. Well, I have this hang thing. I had this hang thing. That sounds dirty. But anyways, it was a string that hung from the doorway in between my kitchen and my living room. And there was a little mouse on the end, and the cats would play with it. Well, one day I was on the phone, and this cat had actually literally tied herself up underneath and almost hung herself to death underneath my kitchen table with this thing. So I was like, all right, well, she actually did this more than once. So finally I had to take it down. I figured she'd learn from the first time. No. But the big suicide event was, I think I was 8 months pregnant with my daughter. And we have this fish tank. Well, had this fish tank in our bathroom. A big old fish tank. And she used to to lay behind it to watch the fish. Plus it was kind of warm. So I woke up, because I woke up easily. At this point I was peeing every 15 minutes. And I heard this meow noise, and it didn't sound normal like the cat. So I got up and I ran to it, and it was in the bathroom, of course. What she had done was behind the fish tank, she had actually, the lid part that has the light, she had wrapped it around her neck and then bit it. So, because she was trying to get it off. And so basically she was electrocuting herself. And I'm like, oh my God. And when you're pregnant, you're not supposed to be around cat poo and things like that. And as she's being electrocuted, because I made it in there as she was being electrocuted, she's releasing all of her stuff. And I'm like, shit. So I'm calling my husband in, and I'm like, you need to come in here. You need to take care of this. Help me out. And he's sleeping. And he's like, what the F? So finally he gets it, because I didn't want to touch it, because I was pregnant, and I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't want to get electrocuted, so he runs in, and he unplugs it. He throws a towel on her, and I scoop her up, and I'm holding her, and she's shaking, and she's still alive. And then, to add insult to injury, we had to wash her, because she had all of her stuff on her, This poor cat. And a little background on this calico cat. I mean, we were not going to keep her, and we ended up keeping her, and her name is Cali. And this cat does not like to cuddle. She does not like to hang out with people, really. I mean, only if she wants to. It's just funny. She's a very independent cat. So, I was used to her not liking, to be cuddled and things like that. But she was letting me hold her in this blanket. She let us wash her. I got her, or in a towel. I got her in another towel, wrapped it up with a blanket, And when she was dry, I took the towel away, and she laid with me in bed, like, all day, like, so thankful to be alive. But I kept watch on her because I was so scared, something was going to happen. But, thankfully not. So I guess she's just had a couple close calls with, suicide. The most recent one, she actually, I never thought about picking up our plastic bags, and like in the house, we usually put them together and then threw them in the pantry. And one day, one of them I think had fallen out of the pantry, so she was playing with it. And I didn't think anything of it. Next thing you know, she has it wrapped around her neck and she's like squalling, running through the house. And I'm like, what the hell? So I don't know how many of her 9 lives she's used, but I think she's about up. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the story of my Cali cat. But anyways, guys, I will see you guys soon. Oh, yeah. And I promised someone I would say this. Don't forget to spay and neuter your pets. All right, guys. See you soon.